White Castle Key Franchise Information. Series Franchise Business, The Guide to Franchises. Goals, Mission, and Vision of White Castle. White Castle is one of the oldest fast food chains in America, famous for its small square hamburgers called sliders. The company was founded in 1921 by Billy Ingram and Walter Anderson in Wichita, Kansas. Their mission was to make hamburgers clean, affordable, and consistent. Today, White Castle earns money by selling sliders, fries, drinks, and breakfast items through dine-in, drive-thru, and frozen retail products. The brand's vision is to stay family-owned, expand carefully, and keep delivering what customers crave. Are you wondering if a White Castle franchise is right for you? In this video, we'll give you key information about White Castle, from the brand's mission and vision through its business model to the support it offers to franchisees. This will help you make an informed decision about investing. How does a White Castle franchise work? Learn about the business model. Key information. Franchise model. White Castle operates mostly through company-owned stores, but limited franchise opportunities exist in select markets. Franchisees follow strict brand standards and operational systems. Fee structure. Franchisees pay an initial fee of about $3,000, plus 6% royalty and 2% marketing fees based on gross revenue. Support from White Castle. Franchisees receive help with training, branding, operations, and marketing. The company provides digital tools, manuals, and field consultants.
Anecdote. In 1934, White Castle moved its headquarters to Columbus, Ohio, and built a test kitchen that still operates today. It's where the famous onion steamed slider was perfected.
Gear 2. Entry costs for White Castle. How much does it cost and what earnings can you achieve? Key information. Initial costs. Total investment ranges from $37,000 to $15,000 depending on location and format. This includes franchise fee, leasehold improvements, equipment and signage, POS systems and tech setup, inventory and uniforms, permits, licenses, and legal fees, pre-opening payroll and training. Additional funds for 3 months of operations. Potential earnings. Average annual revenue per unit ranges from $5,000 to $12,000. With profit margins from 10% to 18%, franchisees can expect net earnings from $5,000 to $16,000 annually.
Anecdote. One White Castle in Las Vegas hit $1.1 million in sales in its first year, thanks to its 24-hour format and location near the Strip.
3. Step-by-step. How to register a White Castle franchise and how long does it take? Key information. Registration process. Submit an application, attend interviews, review the franchise disclosure document, FDD, and sign the agreement, documentation. You'll need a net worth of $5,000 and liquid assets of $2,000. Background checks, financial statements, and business plans are also required. Duration. The full process takes from 6 to 12 months, including approval, training, construction, and launch.
Anecdote. One applicant impressed the White Castle team by showing up with a homemade slider recipe, and was invited to tour the original test kitchen.
4. Taxes and fees in White Castle. What do you need to know before you start? Key information. Income tax. Federal and state income taxes range from 21% to 35% of annual gross profit. Property taxes. These apply only to owned real estate and range from 1% to 2% of property value annually. Leased properties are not subject to this tax. State and local taxes include sales tax from 4% to 10%, use tax, and local business fees such as health permits, signage licenses, and food handling certifications. Licensing fees. These cover food service permits and business licenses. They average 0.5% of annual gross revenue. Training costs are not included here. Marketing fees. White Castle charges 2% of gross revenue for national and regional advertising. This includes digital campaigns, seasonal promotions, and brand partnerships.
Anecdote. One franchisee in Florida used their local marketing budget to sponsor a slider eating challenge and gained 1,200 new loyalty app signups in one weekend.
5. Hiring employees in White Castle. How many do you need and what are the training costs? Key information. Number of employees. A typical White Castle location needs from 20 to 35 employees, including cooks, cashiers, prep staff, and managers. Training costs. Initial training costs range from $2,500 to $6,000 depending on travel, lodging, and wages. Ongoing training is provided through in-person sessions and digital modules. Training systems. Franchisees and managers complete a multi-week onboarding program. Crew members use White Castle's e-learning platform and receive hands-on coaching from certified trainers.
Anecdote. One franchisee in New Jersey trained their entire team using White Castle's digital platform and won Best Drive-Thru Execution in their region just 3 months after opening.
The 6. White Castle. Operational costs. What expenses will you face daily? Key information, monthly. Ingredients and resources. $8,000 to $15,000 depending on menu volume and supplier contracts. Salaries and benefits. $15,000 to $3,000 including wages, insurance, and bonuses. Rent and utilities. $4,000 to $9,000 depending on location and lease terms. Insurance for premises. $1,500 to $4,000 covering property, liability, and workers' comp. Maintenance and utility. $1,000 to $2,500 for repairs, cleaning, and upkeep. Licensing and marketing fees. $2,000 to $3,500 based on gross revenue. Total of all taxes. Around $2,500 to $5,000 per month including income, sales, and property taxes. Other 30%. Miscellaneous costs like legal, accounting, and income tax.
Anecdote. One White Castle in Arizona served over 7,000 sliders during a midnight crave event, forcing the team to restock buns twice in 24 hours.
Loving the video? Make sure to hit that subscribe button, give us a like, and share your thoughts in the comments. Training and support. How does White Castle help its franchisees? Key information. Initial training. Franchisees complete a multi-week onboarding program at White Castle's headquarters and in certified training restaurants. The curriculum covers food safety, slider preparation, customer service, inventory and financial management, operational support. Each franchisee is assigned a franchise business consultant, FBC, who provides ongoing guidance in operations, staffing, and marketing. Support includes quarterly performance reviews, benchmarking, and access to proprietary systems. E-learning platform. White Castle offers a digital training system for crew members, including interactive modules, videos, and quizzes. It's updated regularly to reflect menu changes and operational updates. Marketing. Franchisees benefit from national campaigns, seasonal rollouts, and local store marketing kits. White Castle also provides branded assets, social media templates, and analytics tools to track campaign performance.
Anecdote. One franchisee in Florida trained their entire team using White Castle's e-learning platform and won Best Slider Presentation in their region just 6 weeks after opening.
Wait. Franchise inspections in White Castle. What are the requirements and what to expect? Key information. External inspections. Local health departments conduct food safety and sanitation checks every 6 to 12 months. These include temperature logs, hygiene practices, allergen labeling, and food storage compliance. Internal inspections. White Castle Corporate performs quarterly audits focused on cleanliness, service speed, food quality, and brand consistency. Surprise visits may occur during promotional launches or peak seasons. Frequency. Internal inspections are scheduled every 3 months. Franchisees receive detailed feedback and action plans to improve performance and maintain brand standards.
Anecdote. A White Castle location in Ohio passed a surprise inspection with a perfect score, earning a Silver Spatula Award and a feature in the company newsletter.
9. Profitability of White Castle. Is it really a profitable business? Key information. Profitability. Franchisees earn average annual revenues from $5,000 to $12,000. With profit margins from 10% to 18%, net earnings typically range from $5,000 to $16,000 per year. ROI. Return on investment ranges from 10% to 18%. Most franchisees recover their initial investment within 3 to 5 years depending on location, staffing, and operational efficiency. Success factors. Key drivers include strong brand loyalty, high-volume slider model, impulse-driven purchases, and strategic placement in high-traffic areas. Locations near nightlife, colleges, and urban centers tend to perform best.
Anecdote. One franchisee in Las Vegas broke even in just 34 months, thanks to a location near the Strip and a late-night menu that boosted repeat visits by 29%.
10. White Castle in the market. How is the brand doing today? Key information. Market position. White Castle operates over 370 locations, mostly in the Midwest and East Coast. It's known for its iconic sliders and cult-like following, growth and expansion. The brand is expanding through frozen retail products, ghost kitchens, and selective new locations. In 2025, White Castle added 8 new U.S. locations and launched a sustainability initiative focused on packaging and energy efficiency. 2. Challenges. Rising food costs, labor shortages, and competition from burger chains like McDonald's, Burger King, and Shake Shack have impacted margins. White Castle responds with menu innovation, tech upgrades, and loyalty programs. Forecast. Analysts expect steady growth through frozen product sales, brand licensing, and late-night dining trends. The U.S. burger QSR market is projected to grow from $135 billion in 2025 to $160 billion by 2030, KGR 3.5%.
Anecdote. In 2025, White Castle launched its first Slider Express concept in a college town, and saw a 23% increase in lunch traffic within the first quarter.
11. Pros and cons of a White Castle franchise. What you need to know before deciding. Key information. Pros. A. Iconic brand with cult-like following. B. Unique product, sliders, with high volume potential. Strong operational systems and legacy support. D. Frozen product line adds brand visibility. Cons. A. Limited franchise availability. B. High initial investment. C. Competitive burger market. D. Operational intensity due to 24-hour format.
Anecdote. One franchisee in New Jersey said, White Castle gives you the sliders, the story, and the systems. You just need to bring the hustle.
12. How to choose a profitable franchise and avoid mistakes. Key information, market research, study local demographics, traffic patterns, and competitor density. Look for underserved areas or resale opportunities. Financial assessment. Review startup costs, expected ROI, and monthly cash flow. Consult with a franchise accountant or advisor. Consultations with experts. Talk to current White Castle owners, attend Discovery Day, and read the Franchise Disclosure Document (FDD) carefully. Support evaluation. Compare White Castle's training, tech, and marketing support with other burger brands. Franchise agreement analysis. Check for renewal terms, territory rights, exit clauses, and resale conditions.
Anecdote. One franchisee almost signed with a taco brand until they saw White Castle's slider margins and realized onions were the real gold mine.
Conclusion. Who is the White Castle franchise for, and is it worth investing? White Castle is ideal for entrepreneurs who love iconic brands, crave driven dining, and a proven burger model. With average annual revenues from $5,000 to $12,000 and profit margins from 10% to 18%, it offers solid returns for those willing to manage operations hands-on. Most franchisees recover their investment within 3 to 5 years, making it one of the more stable opportunities in the QSR burger category. However, it's not for everyone. The initial investment ranges from $74,000 to $15,000, and White Castle enforces strict brand standards. Franchisees must follow exact procedures, recipes, and layouts. Flexibility is limited in terms of menu customization, and success depends on location, staffing, and execution. White Castle is best suited for multi-unit investors, experienced operators, and those with a passion for hospitality and late-night retail. If you're ready to lead a team, serve craveable sliders, and build a loyal customer base, this franchise might be your perfect match. Just be sure to do your homework, talk to current owners, and understand the commitment before jumping in. Anecdote. In 2025, a White Castle in Chicago broke the brand's single-day sales record, serving over 8,200 sliders and 500 gallons of soda in 24 hours. Bibliography. Franchise Times, Franchise Business Review, Franchise World, Franchising for Dummies. In the next episode of Franchise Business, The Guide to Franchises. Moe's Southwest Grill. Is Moe's Southwest Grill a good choice for you? With our guide, you have all the necessary information to make an informed decision. Good luck on your franchise adventure. Thank you for watching. If you like the subject matter of this channel, please subscribe, like, and comment. I wish you a day full of success.